Have the children in your life gone back to school this week? Ours have. Well, one has. 2 are going back next week. And with that in mind, I had 5,000 words in the Sunday Times magazine on Sunday, looking at what went wrong in education in the last 6 months, what we've learned, and most importantly, what happens next. At the core of the issues were a lack of government strategy. We know that. There was no Nightingale plan. Ofsted, who might have perhaps stepped in, kind of exited the field, saying they couldn't inspect what were they supposed to do and had staff redeployed. Some heads stepped up and did brilliantly. Many really struggled. Some teachers were fantastic and inspiring and worked so hard, and others were not seen for the entire duration. The unions tried to protect teachers but made things even more complicated. And so we've ended up with a lottery where some people have had excellent support and some privates particularly were more likely to do well, but some massively messed up as well, and lots of people who feel really profoundly let down by the provision that they got. Who picked up the slack? Well, we know the answer to that. Parents. The data tells us specifically mothers who suffered professionally and financially as a result, and also businesses who didn't get the attention and focus that they needed from people at a really important and demanding time. Going forward, we have to think about what are the voices in this debate, and one of them is September for Schools, which is an organisation set up by working parents to ensure that the parent voice on this is heard and that our children are seen, and this debate is not just dominated by unions and teachers and politicians. And what I'm wondering is, where does business come into that? What if business worked together with September for Schools and thought about some really practical issues? How many businesses have devices, laptops and iPads and other things in cupboards that are a bit old, a bit wobbly, a bit forgotten about, that could be restored to factory settings and given out to families that really need them? Loads of broadband providers have had a bonza time during the pandemic, as we've all, ourselves included, upgraded their Wi-Fi. And so could they be on hand to help families that can't afford the broadband they need to get kids on devices when future lockdowns happen? And where is their voice to government? Where is the voice saying to government, actually education is as critical to business being able to operate as any other national service? And this week, if there are parents on your team returning to full focus at work, having dropped their children at the school gate, this is the moment to give them a massive virtual hug.